What's up guys, welcome back here, it's Desert Fox. Today we're going to be tackling Ascension mode. Level 5. So we heal less after boss battles, so essentially not really that big of a deal. The only difference here is that we do not want to take as much damage as I do against certain boss fights. You remember last time? So we have a chance of snagging an elite fight. I'm going to take it. The rare card to obtain for 99 gold, sure. Transforming a card has been a little bit bad for us, so I'll go for this gladly, and we'll try. So the path I'm looking at has a guaranteed shop, it has a fireplace, so we need these 3 to land, or not land, on an elite fight. Other than that, I don't think there's a path that is working. So I saw the path, instantly took it. Other than that, it's also going to give me a little bit of a credit early on, so we can just do some easy pickups. And I just want to thank you for the support I've had. Oof. I don't think I'll take any of those. We did a Perfected Strike. I just want to say, Perfected Strike is one of those, oh my god, free potions, I'll take it. Perfected Strike fights, those are the things I want to talk about. Please no fight, please no fight. Alright, so here we can upgrade a card as well as transform or remove a card. I'll upgrade the badge for now. Vulnerability has shown its power to me, for sure, in these runs. So I never really, oh my god, there's a Barricade as well as a Shrug It Off. I think it's card removal, Shrug It Off. It's card remove the, oh my god. No, it's not the card I was looking for. It's a shuffle. So I will remove a card, which is going to be a block, and we'll get the Shrug It Off, which is going to help us a little bit. Some elites will have problems with it. Now, the good thing is, right, we are most definitely running on track here with this. So now it's guaranteed. What can we upgrade? I think we upgrade to Shrug It Off. So Shrug It Off is one of those cards that I have learned to accept because, well, it'll help you out in certain fights. Against the Gremlin Knob, it's going to be a little bit problematic. I'll take the Body Slam, I'm going to go for it. I see the opportunity, we take it, and it's a Gremlin Knob, but it doesn't really matter. Have this, and I'll kill you, right. So with the 2 upgraded cards, as well as a Frozen Egg, so whenever I add power cards to our deck, they are upgraded. So we can now pick them, Clothesline. Where's the Ren boss? Clothesline, not really. Well, yeah, it works. It's like not really gonna be an issue, but it kind of is. Right, Blood Vial at the start of each turn, heal to start of each combat. Each turn would be a little bit too overpowered. But I'm telling you, you gotta listen to me, right? So 13 block and just a little bit of damage. So the Body Slam definitely has to get upgraded. The other cards are, you know, it's sort of gonna be a Body Slam deck again, and I do apologize for that. Do I really apologize for it? Not really though, because it gets me my wins. We have to not take as much damage as I usually do because we're gonna heal for less. I'm not 100% sure how the healing for less kind of works. I'm just assuming that it's gonna be right. So not having that, I'm just gonna drink this so that I can do this and just not take any damage. Right, Sword Boomerang, True Grit. We don't have any strength appliers, so we're not taking any of those. We're upgrading the Body Slam for sure. The 3 weakness is also good, so we have another card to upgrade after this. I think our card removal should be 100 gold now, so depending on how much we can get from this guy, which is a Lagavulin. Right, so waking him up instantly, is that a bad idea or a good idea? What's the max amount? It's a 16, what we can do, we can draw another card, which could be another defend, or we could just do 16 plus a 9. So I think we're pretty good here. So, Clothesline weakness on him for 2 turns, as well as a strike, wakes him up with 10 damage taken, and then we just sort of have to tank it for a little bit. First turn, kind of hoping that we get the block that we want. So it's a Shrug It Off for 11, that's really good, as well as the thing I was talking about, that's the best turn. Actually, would it have been better for us to wait a turn, because now he's going to do 18, or just even 20. God damn, that's a lot. But yeah, we'll do that, and then just block. That's the most damage I can do. So a strike, I think, does 12 as well. But this blocks me for 8 as well as does a little bit of damage, so it's better long term. Alright, so shrugging it off will only give me a strike, so I think the best way to do this is just do the punch in his face and then just go with 2 strikes in his back. Right, so now we kind of have to hurry up, but this is going to be fine. I'm looking at you. Do we take 15 here? I probably think we do. Right, so next turn we kill you. Get a block for 5. And then we would have needed 2 strikes. Probably would have been the same amount of consistency there. Yeah, the body slam is just a good combination overall. Alright, feed, a reckless charge or a Corniche, no thanks. Going to shop will allow me to remove a card. What card am I removing? It's probably the strike at this point. And then we have a normal fight as well as the rest. I don't think I want to face another elite because we're a little bit too weak on my end. There's a rage here. I'll remove a card. I'll remove a strike. Not something I usually do. At this point I would remove a block and just go for a rage build. And actually, is gonna say, like, I wouldn't have lower cards and just have more impactful cards. We have a little bit of a mana inefficiency is what I'm supposed to say. It is kind of a little bit problematic for the Fox here, so we have a little bit of a sickness going on. As you can probably hear, my voice is a little bit different. And I have the sickest cough in history of coughs, but I'm not gonna show it off in any form because it's kind of gross and it'll get your hair standing up for the rest of the day, and that's not something that you want to do if you still have to put clothes on. So not gonna cough. Right, clothesline, easy peasy. So with the weakness and the thing, there's one other card that you have already seen shown up, and that's uppercut. And I think uppercut just needs a little bit more credit than I just currently give it. So I'm gonna give him 3 turns of weakness, 3 turns of vulnerability. And I think we're good, because this guy does a lot of multiple hit attacks. Yeah, we could have done 5 damage with that, not really appropriate. Can also just throw weakness on him with a weak potion. But what are you all about that? Ooh, right, do we have enough? So this is 10 plus whatever it is, so he'll... 11? Yeah, sure, more than enough. I was a little bit scared, a little bit hesitant, right? So what path do we want to go with this deck? I don't know for sure yet. We have a lot of opportunities. We get a lot of things we can do actually with this deck. This can definitely be a Barricade deck, especially with the upgraded form of it. So if we pick up any powers, it's going to be upgraded. So powers should be looked at as something that we can kind of want or need. Right, I'll not take the damage here, but I'm just going to throw the potion on him. We'll also not look at the skill potion. It's only 2 damage. So 2 damage taken from this boss. With his weakness on, that's pretty good. We're gonna have to take 12 here. Do we really want to take 12? I don't think so. Offering is gonna help us out tremendously. It's also cost 0. Oh god, you have no idea how fun that is to me. And that's 21 as well as another 9, so you'll split exactly. That's pretty good. No, it's pretty darn good. Shrugging off allows me to draw here, so it's gonna give me more. So you attack for 7. If I damage you with Body Slam is gonna do 11 or 16 rather. We're gonna take 3, so we get down to 8, and then I can't do anything else. But I want to apply weakness on you or bash. Bash is more impactful for us, so I'll do that and lose another 3. We take 2 here, so we took 4 damage overall. I think it is with the vulnerability as well as the weakness applied. I think we have to keep that going on. And then we'll just do this, not take any more damage, because we do not heal after boss fights as much as we would. So I'm kind of curious to see how much it actually is. Because usually you go to full health, so is it just like you don't heal full? Is it that? Or is it, well... So max I can do is 30, but we can easily block since the weakness is on, and then we can just apply that to him. So 2 more turns of weakness, 41 damage to go. We went for the block option, which is which is not something I usually go for. Shrug it off and then double defend, or what's more impactful? So if I block again, this is 16. If I block, it goes to 21. That's 9 damage. So I think it's more impactful for us to actually. Is it bash again? So it probably is. Just applying more vulnerability for the other turns. If we see the other card, we should definitely play it. The uppercut light, I'm gonna call it. The clothesline. Right. So shrug it off here is 11. For 1 mana. That's more than any card can do. And then just 16 on top of that. I could have had that another way. Not sure. Not sure at this point. And here it's just triple strike. And then just to defend. Ooh, right. Should have defended on forehand. They can only do 1 attack. Pretty impactful turns. Not gonna lie. Right, it's definitely just upgraded strike here. We take nothing, and then next turn he's still vulnerable, so we get whatever we take here. He's gonna attack for a little bit though. It's 20 damage. Can we do 20 damage? Nope. I think it's 9 plus 9, it's 18, and then the block. Right, he's a 1 HP. We take 15 damage. Kinda curious to see how much we heal for. I just want to mention that healing's not really a problem, or it's never been a problem. It's because you are full health, but you lose so much health due to normal bosses and such. I'm kinda curious to see what happens here. I'll take the Barricade, not gonna lie. Definitely good for us. Tiny House, Orrery, Burning Blood. Orrery gives me choice of 5 cards. The Tiny House just gives me 50 gold as well as a raise of 5 max HP, but basically heals me for 5 as well as give me a card and gives me a random upgrade. So I'm gonna go for Orrery. Looks like the best option for us. Nope. Not that. Iron Wave, sure. I'll take it, an Iron Wave. The Body Slam needs to be upgraded. That for sure. Another Iron Wave. Why not? Dropkick's interesting. We recently had an infinite build. This is most definitely not going to be an infinite build. I just want cards that are more defensive. And I think it's Iron Wave or Disarm. I'll take the Iron Wave. Another Body Slam definitely goes in his neck. Sentinel? Sentinel. We don't have any ways of removing it. So no. Kind of a bad, I want to say shite reward there, but it's really terrible. We gotta have to rely on getting other forms of energy. There is no skippable elite, so there's one every path, so we can just decide which one it is and when we take it. Yeah, so we healed for a little bit less. Kind of curious to see how much exactly. So I think it's Bash Iron Wave. So what am I looking for? Like, I know there's footworks, but there's no such thing. There's no such power as an Ironclad, right? So there's no footworks. There's no I want to say agility, but it's not even agility. So what am I looking for? I think I'm looking for, you know, just some way of energy, like an offering that we can play the Barricade. So it costs us 6 HP. So it's definitely not something we want to play all the time. And a rage. I definitely want to have another rage build. We've tried the defensive build so many times, and I've just never really. It never really works. The reason why it never works is because it's a really costly not upgrade, but it's a really costly process. So for starters, the first card you actually need is a Barricade, and usually at that point. So this is 21 damage, and then we can block and then just kill him. So in the beginning, it's like, sure, we can do it, but you need so many cards in order for it to work. Like, yes, you need Barricade, you need to play Barricade, you need to play a lot of cards in order to get block, and usually it just doesn't pay off. It's one of those things where it's just like, nope, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be this turn, or it's not gonna be that turn. And it essentially just becomes a sort of an, I'll not want to say a meme, but it just became a meme because I mess it up so many times. I'm also always trying to fit in things like Juggernaut in a deck like that, and I usually just go for like a build where, let's say Kunai. So Kunai is actually one of the things I wanted to talk about. So I had runs which was a defensive build, which is something that you decide before you see Kunai, right? So that's essentially what I went for. It's like I'll take this. And then we just hope for Kunai. And sometimes you get Kunai. Like, right here I'm getting screwed, by the way. But sometimes you get Kunai. And then you're like, yes, this can work. And then you soon realize, like, Kunai is actually pretty good. Excuse me. The problem is, it's not that easy to pull off. Alright. It's not. So here I can play Barricade, we take 12. And then we can start blocking, but it doesn't really do anything. There he's powering up, he's going back on the floor, so I can put him on the down. I think I actually want to do that. We'll take 12 here. So with Kunai, it's like you have to play 3 attacks in a single turn. How often do you do that as the Ironclad is my question to you, because I can assure you it most definitely happens, but it's not one of those things that you do all the time. More than likely you're not going to be able to do that. It's one of those things where people, well, where I think even it's really good. It's a really good opportunity. But it turns out it's not as much as you think it actually is. So it's like you have to find the golden middle path, right? And with this deck, it definitely, it's like you need a barricade. More than likely, I'm going to tell you, you need things like just a good build up. I'm just going to put the burden on the floor here. So you need a good build up. So what you need is barricade. You need body slams, more than enough. Another card that fits in is, as I mentioned, juggernaut. And then you sort of have to remove all of the cards that do not fit in. So at this point, I would say just go for a rage. But then you're like, do I need 1 or 2 rages? There's also a clothesline in there and a bash that don't really fit in with a defensive deck. And then you sort of have this argument of, well, they kind of do fit in. And then, yeah, sure, there's a discussion to be had on which card actually fits in. But there's so many things, like Power Troop. Do we take Power Troop? I don't think we take it. Because I have taken it before and it's gone really, really bad. So here I'll just remove a defend in the hopes of, I say that, in the hopes of picking up better defensive cards. Right. What cards? Rage. Rage is one of them. The problem is, and you're probably gonna see this, I'm not gonna be shown the card I want. It's not gonna happen. Right, so I'll take the block here, so we take 14. This fight is kind of unfortunate. This deck does not fare well against 2 elites. If we could stack the block, sure. Is there a possibility? I'm pretty sure there is, but how likely is it? And that answer is not that likely. So if we had Barricade now, we would have had 8 block for the next turn. Just gonna point it out a few times here. So Barricade is one of those cards, you want to play it instantly. Now the problem in this fight in particular is that you don't have the time for it. In a 3 mana, 3 energy sort of build, like we were not offered any relics. With 3 mana, it's almost never going to be played. So you're just going to have to hustle it, and you're just going to not play it. So it's just floating in your deck. It's just coming back as a bad draw. You want to play it in the initial turn. You want to set it up. So you want to play it the first turn, to be honest. And then you just want to sort of build on that. So if you can play it the first turn, it's perfect. You know, it gets out of your head. If you play it on the second turn, it's already debatable if it's good or not. But I would say, yeah, if you can play the first turn, sure. I'm going to pick cover this year. The problem is, we're not built to fight 2 of them. So again, I'm not offered the card that I want to have, so I'm just kind of going all out on other cards. So if we get Barricade now, there is a slight chance that one of them is blocking the other guy's powering up, so that we can do something with it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen for a really long time. With a Rage build, so with a Rage build, this deck instantaneously, like with a single pickup of 1 Rage, and then just having Iron Waves, that's something I want to try out. But to set that up is just like, it's never gonna really happen. So here we have the opportunity. As I mentioned, this is the turn I was looking for. We can get 8 block. Not really the biggest turn. Best we could have had is 11. It's another setup turn. I think it's weakness though. Yeah, we can just set up for like a massive hit on him with a body slam. Yeah, Entrench is another card. So I'm not gonna say what I want because I'm pretty sure most of you already know the way this works. We want to have block. We want to have the body slams at the right turn. We want to have them upgraded. Those are already like 2 or 3 things, and I'm not saying those are baby steps. Those are like the most. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to sneeze here. Cut it, please. No, it's not gonna happen. Okay, so you need so many cards in order for this deck to work, and I'm still trying to make it work, but it just doesn't look like it'll ever work. I mean, like the perfect build, if I could engineer it myself, it would be body slam, rage, and then maybe like a free card draw. Then we can just cycle it. So it's like you play Barricade, it's out of your deck. You have rage, so Iron Waves become super powerful. You have cards like Shrug It Off to just draw for 1 mana, and you can all set it up. And then there's like things like that give you energy, like a double energy sort of thing, which is not really bound to this deck, but you know, you get the gist of it. It's just like you need Barricade, you need Entrench, you need some way of just overextending that block. So yeah, if you have the mana for it, I can totally see it working like with the Shrug It Off. Like if you have a 4 mana deck, you can just play a bunch of Shrug It Offs, right? Because, well, in turns like this, where you just see it, it's perfect. But to set it up is one of those things, like, you have to set it up and it doesn't really set up nicely. Like, now I'm looking for Rage and Trench. This guy does allow me to set up, but we only have, you know, 3 mana. So I can get 5 block, but he's gonna attack for like 25 or something. I don't have the opportunity to get 25 block, so we'll get a lot of damage in, right? It's gonna be a lot of damage from this guy. 30 even, wow, look at that. So 11 is the max I can do. You can also get 8, and then I wanted to clothesline, but that's not a possibility. Right, so we take 6 here. It's just not good. I'm trying it as much as I can, and I'm just giving it a shot. I want to win in Ascension mode, and I'm not gonna say I'm gonna perfect it, because I don't want people to expect too much from me, but I'm trying my best to perfect this build. Trying my best to figure out things and what you need and how we play this deck, but sometime soon I'm just gonna be like, it doesn't work. Yeah. Turns like this, for instance, it's like I can put one of them on the floor, but he's gonna attack regardless next turn, and he's gonna hit for way more than he did earlier. It's just you need, for this deck you need the perfect draws. There, I said it. Doesn't work like that. This game doesn't rely on perfect draws. We have 32 damage. He's attacking for 52, so that doesn't work. Doesn't work, and he's taking turns even. We're allowed to set up, but we can't. There's nothing to set up yet because we don't have the extensions. Like I mentioned, we don't have the overextensions. Max amount of block 21. If we have a Rage in play, a single Iron Wave would be 10 block. Unupgraded. Upgraded, it's 12. That's worth it. Those are the kind of plays you want to go for. We can play Bash Strike to kill one. I'm thinking we do the Bash Strike on the backliner. Is that gonna be enough? I don't think that's enough. The other play. This is 14 plus 9, that's 23. That's not enough either. Alright. Do we go for the... Like, I can kill this guy. I'm definitely doing that. But do we just ignore this guy and just do Bash Strike? Maybe set up... Not even for lethal, but just set up for a little bit of damage there next turn. We can probably block out what he does next turn. We may actually die here. Oh, he's not attacking. That's perfect. Right, so block, shrug it off. We'll do the 35, I guess, on you. So yeah, we definitely want to have turns like this. With a single Entrench, this deck is already set up, because then I can just one-hit one of them. But if you don't see it, you can't pick it up. You can't pick it up. So it only takes a few turns to set up, but it's too long. Bag of Marbles is going to help me a little bit. I would pick Clash if I already had a Rage, but we haven't seen a Rage, and there's a slight possibility I'm not going to be able to see one. We saw one in the shop earlier. I really hope the game doesn't think I didn't want it, because I definitely want it, but... yeah. It's a little bit problematic here. It's a problem. I would swap the Bash and the uppercut. Is it uppercut? No, it's the uppercut is the card I want. It's the clothesline. Swap that in a heartbeat. Right, I'm gonna just get the block. So we have 5 for next turn. Max we can get next turn. Like it's initially, it's like, do I play it or not? Because I can't kill the frontliner. Frontliner is gonna get 4 strength a turn. We're now getting hexed. So every skill we play, we put a Daze in our deck. Just have to do it. 19, we keep 2 block. Woohoo! Right, we don't scale. Ooh, I think I'm just dead here. But what do I want to draw here? I think it's that goes. I think it's the block, the Iron Wave, and then the double body slam on the back on the frontliner. He's gonna die, but we're taking 31, so this is not even elite. This is a normal fight, mind you all. I'm gonna go down a path with the least resistance, but we're probably gonna die against the boss if we don't pick up what we want to pick up. Just one of those. Well, no, here come the dazed, and here comes more damage. Yeah. Go down to 14. I think this run is gonna be over in a heartbeat. It's just not good enough. I'm not seeing it. In turns like that, I'm seeing it, but too slow. Third clap. Nope. I'm not picking anything up that clutters the deck that doesn't allow me to do pattern graph. The start of each boss combat, we get 25 health. Damn, that's gonna help out. I wanna hit up the shop in hopes there's a card that helps me. Or relic. Get an upgrade on the Iron Wave. Here I'm gonna rest. Not to die. Spot weakness Infernal. Well, the problem with spot weakness is we only hit once, so it only does 4 extra damage. That's a completely different build. That's like the opposite of the defensive build, by the way. And here is another good example, or a good prime example. We do not have the Barricade, so random skill card, I'm gonna keep that for the boss fight. I'm a little bit salty, but that's okay. So we want to have Barricade in our opening hand against the boss. And then I say, we may have a chance. We may have a teeny tiny chance. And that tiny chance is just like, probably gonna go down the sewers like instant. It's gonna be like, nope, no chance. What would help this deck at this point? What would bring it up? I'm just gonna take 20 damage here. I'm not really in the mode anymore. I'm like, please just die. Let this run end. I'm done. I'm done trying. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What's that? 7. That kills you, and then we just clothesline. So we take 5. We get down to 22. Really sorry for having a little bit of a bad turn, but I just wanted to quit that turn. Well, against single target fights, it sure works. We have to just figure out a way to get more block. And I think one of the cards that we're missing is either a Rage, or is the what else? Another Body Slam, Metallicized, 4 block a turn. Let me think about it. It's 1 mana, 4 blocks. It's worse. I would take it as a mana extension, but we don't have it. Another Body Slam. If it's just gonna be a dead draw if we don't have block. In turns where we have block, it works out. I may actually have to use the potion here, like a weakness. We'll use that. So double tap the weakness. No, it's ghostly armor. It's 0. 10 block for 0. Right, we're fully blocked here. He's not doing too much damage. I'm not gonna say. Not gonna say it out loud. Right, so he didn't attack there. Good. I'll play that then. Is he gonna weaken my block? Probably is. Yeah. Okay, so we'll get less block, and he's still gonna do a lot of damage. 3 block. So is it block or is it strike? Can we kill him? So what is this? Well, if we don't play the block, we can't do the body slams, and I think the 2 body slams will out damage. Will they out damage? Because it'll be 3 damage, so it'll. This goes for 6 to 10. Yeah, so this has to be. Yeah, I'm kind of screwed myself there. We'll use the potion again. Wow. These guys are so unforgiving at this level. 15 plus 6, not enough. I'll ghostly armor defend here. And we'll take a little bit of damage here. What are we gonna take? Oh, too much. There we go. Barely made it. Feel no pain, we don't really exhaust cards. Another Shrug It Off. Sure, I'll take it. Here's the plan for the shop. So in the shop, I'm just gonna remove a card. Ornamental fan. That's something. What's that? Upon pick or brew 5 random potions every 3 times we shuffle. So it's ornamental fan. It's card removal, to be honest. I'll remove a strike at this point. We're just gonna try to remove the top row here. So the 3 strikes. We're gonna have Shrug It Off. We're gonna play the Barricade, Shrug It Off. The Iron Waves will have to be upgraded, and we're just gonna use Shrug It Off as our draw. I'm gonna try to remove the Bash and the... not the Cold Slam, but the Bash. Maybe pick up an Uppercut or something. So what is it then? Is it just Ornamental Fan? Because 3 attacks in a single turn. How often does that happen? We could also pick up Enlightenment, and Enlightenment would allow us to pick up heavier cards. So that if we have Barricaded, it only costs 1, but then again, you need it in your hand at the same time you get the card. So it'll be impactful. It's a 0 cost, you can always play it. We have not enough to pick up both the things, so we can pick up a potion here. I actually see a block potion, I'm picking it. So that's better for me. So I'll go Enlightenment, card removal is single. Well, I think it has to be a strike. It's... or is it? Is it a block or is it a strike? Because a strike does 9 damage. It's not the Bash either. What is the upgrade on this? No, I'm not want to click that. If I click it, it removes itself. This combat. So we actually have to upgrade that too, but we don't have the ability to do that. What's the card removal? Like, what do we remove? Is it a strike or a defend? I think that, like, the block that we get, we're never gonna play the single defend because it gives me 5 block. I don't think that's happening ever. I'm playing, like, Shrug It Off, I'm playing Iron Waves. I'm playing Iron Wave above this card, so it definitely has to go, but I don't think it's a strike here. And then we take the block potion, as well as the, if I could, anything else. Right. I think that'll work a little bit. So we have the ability to rest here. We're also going to heal for 25. Another Shrug It Off or a Strength Doubler. We don't have any Strength Enablers. I'll take the Shrug It Off for 8 block, in the hopes that we can upgrade it. And then we just have to rely on getting some good draws here, which we do not seem to be getting at the moment. We have weakness on you, so that's fine. What I wanted was Barricade in my opening hand. With the Gambler's Brew, I could have done something about it. And now we just tank the damage, but we don't really tank it. We can draw 2 cards here. Yeah, okay, God. I'm so glad we didn't pick up what I thought I was going to pick up. We can kill the frontliner here. Oh, we're fairly blocked, actually. That's good. I think it'll work out. In the first 3 turns. Sorry. Forgive my pessimism, but I've been here before. Sorry. Enlightenment. Shrug It Off. Alright, I'll use the potion here in order to keep some block and in order to set off the bomb that is going to be the Body Slam. That is definitely coming up in the next turn. But we need to hurry up. So it's Iron Wave on you, because Body Slam is going to be what? What's it? 8 plus... no, it's 6 plus 7, so that's 13 plus 8, that's 21. That's not enough, so we may actually have to damage you. Let's see what we draw here. It's a single block. Do we play the block here? Yeah, the block kills it, as well as it gives me more block against this upcoming turn. Kinda curious to see how this goes. Sorry for drinking that. 31, eh? Right, so Shrug It Off definitely happens. It's Iron Wave, because it's 5 block. We draw first. Let's see what we draw here. It's Enlightenment. Let's play Enlightenment. Woohoo! Does a lot of things. Right, so we'll keep 12 block? I mean, it's not nothing. It's pretty good, to be honest. With an Entrench. Entrench would be so good, but we're not seeing that. This is 3 block. Right, it's 3 block. I'll take it. We take 8. Well, it's these turns that are the worst. He's setting up for like a massive hit, so we have to just keep on blocking. So it's the most block we can do. Maybe weaken it. I'm just gonna say this out loud. I'm so sad that we haven't done again. Had an Enlightenment build with the Bash in the hand. That we have the Enlightenment. So let's draw for it. Again, nothing in there really worked. What's he doing? Oh, he's summoning them again. Oof. Give me the body slams. There we go. For the rest of the combat, Bash is now going to be playable. Does that work? Sure works if I do it on him, but does it work on someone else? Well, we'll do it on you. That gets rid of you. We'll play that. Ornamental Fan would have been not perfect, but it would have worked. Right, we just try to outblock him in turns that he doesn't attack, but is it really gonna be working? I don't believe in it. I'm a little bit pessimistic about it. Yeah, this kills you already, and then I think it's the extra block. It has to be. Oof, we'll take 2. Woohoo! We'll have 2 block going in next turn. Bring it on, guy. What are you gonna do? Nothing? Good. Brilliant. Wait. Oh yeah, it's not upgraded, so it doesn't really matter. What's the most block? It's this, and then hopefully get a body slam. There we go. So in a trench would have been pretty cool. Or a rage. 29, eh? Make it 21. I'll deal with that. Right, we're doing a little bit of damage. It's so slow, but it works. I shouldn't be nagging. I should not be nagging. But here I am, and I am. Oh god, my troth is killing me. It's like, it's not good. 100 damage. Can we do that? We've taken a little bit of damage against this guy, but I'm kind of afraid of what his turn's gonna be. So 3 Shrug-it-offs, all have to be upgraded. Wow, that would be the turn. So it's definitely upgrade the Enlightenment and try to pick up. Excuse me. If we pick up more expensive cards, that actually works. Sure does, right? Does double tap work in the deck like this? I don't think it does because it's too much money. It's too much energy. Boy. What can Shrug It Off bring me? There's a body slam in there. I'll do it. Only we had body slam. We'll have 1 block going in next turn. Okay. Should have known one was coming, but you're dead. We did it. Oof, I wanted to give up on this, but we did it. Skill Potion as well as a card. It's the Juggernaut. Thank you. It's already upgraded, and it's 7 damage. Well, I kind of think we have to pick it. We need energy. Too bad. We need it. Shop. We'll go shop. Oh wait. Let's take a look at the path first before I click it. I think this path is way better. 3 question marks as well as an upgrade. And there's a shop. I wanted to click the first shop I saw, but that's not the way we have to do this. We have to think right now. Well, you can't see the enemy intents. I'm happy about that. So I'll bash, clothesline, and kill the backliner. Usually the spiker is upgrading himself. The frontliner, which is the bomb, is going to be attacking. I say usually because apparently Spiker was not upgrading himself. The Exploder, that's the name of the guy in front of here. So usually what the Exploder does is he tries to do as much damage as he possibly can, and then in 3 turns, or less turns in some cases, he explodes doing the HP that he has. So he does 30 damage, which in some cases is like lethal. But then in other cases it's just like a good laugh. Like if you have a working defensive deck, it's just a good laugh. And the Spiker, sorry for that. The Spiker usually goes for something like... the Spiker usually goes for upgrade to just do as much damage as he can. So that you can't attack it as much as you want to and have to really think about your turns. But with a deck like this, kind of works out in the end. Rupture Warcry, no. What am I looking for? Rage. And Previous. Previous is the card I was looking for. 150 gold though for card removal. I don't think I can afford it. I think it has to be Impervious. Impervious is like a panic button. If we have it in the same hand, it's also 1 mana. That's also a really good card to come pick it up. It's a 1 mana, 30 block card. That's really, really good for us. Right, it's Barricade, block, and Iron Wave. He's gonna attack for 16 or something, I believe. First turn. Oh no, it's... Is it less? I do not. With that being said, Impervious, Iron Wave. I was looking for Body Slam. I wasn't gonna say it out loud, but there it is. Against these guys, you just want to go damage. Or, in this case, block. Who's a rand boss? Let's take a look at it. It's oh, it's the well, yeah, that works for us if we get what we want. Feel no pain. How many cards do we exhaust? There's one. It's not worth it, is it? We kind of can pick up cards that cost more once we upgrade the card that I want to do. Right, I'll go for a relic. Sorry. Right, Barricade, Iron Wave. Iron Wave, this guy does not attack the first turn, he sets up, and then he does like a 35 damage second turn. It's shrug it off in case we get something like Impervious. This guy will now split, so he doesn't attack me. He was going to attack for like 35, so we could just have taken it. Now these guys are a little bit too hard to read. They're harder to read in the sense that they do not have as much logic to their attacks, I want to say. Like, they will weaken you or try to weaken you, and then it's usually like a turnaround, so it's usually gonna be one of them tries to weaken you while the other one goes for your wallet, sort of thing. Ice Cream is really good. It's an upgraded Shrug It Off. It's better than a non-upgraded Shrug It Off, but do we take it? I think we do. First upgrade, Enlightenment. Right, we lose a defend. It's a normal defend, I'll happily lose it. We upgrade the Impervious, or it's the Enlightenment. It's certainly the Enlightenment. The Impervious is gonna go to 40 blocks, so that's my next upgrade. The question now is, do we want to face the Elite or not? If we face the Elite, we can side upon the path, and we can just go for a second. I think we can take him out. Right, against this guy, I'm not positive about it, but... Shrug it off. Shrug it off, it's a first turn, 48 damage. Right, he's gonna set up for himself. He's also gonna be untouchable next turn, so we're gonna watch out what we do here. Usually this is the turn where I try to get my Barricade. It's a juggernaut, that works too. Thinking we'd take like 20 here. Oh god, he didn't... Oh, good. Look at that, he doesn't attack on the turn. Usually he doesn't do that. Usually he goes for your soul and just leaves a gaping hole, and that's... Ooh. Right, Rage would be insane right now. Does he do... How much damage does he do? Is it 16? No, it's more. Okay. We heal for 6, so it's sort of fine. Yeah. I think we're taking a little bit damage against this guy. Nemesis is one of those guys I can't really put my head on. I can't wrap my head around him. Looks clear to me. Right, with the Ice Cream is actually pretty good in this deck. Now that I think about it. Because some turns we don't use all of our mana. We don't do that. We do that quite often, to be honest. Enlightenment's pretty... I have to say Enlightenment's pretty shocking. How the way it works. So it reads, it's not an exhaust card, but reduce the cost of all your cards in your hand to 1 this combat. Oh, it's in your hand. Okay, then it makes sense. So it's not your deck. So yeah, it makes sense to be around there. I was just thinking like, why does it work like that? Right, we definitely want to see it entrench here. We spy it. We can move cards. What was I asking for? I don't know. Was I asking for something? Oh boy. Defensive build. Just saying. Right, Enlightenment is pretty sick here. It's a close line. We want to go for the Repulsor so that it doesn't stack our deck. We also just want to go for... I was going to say, we want to go for as much block as we can, but yeah, we'll see about that. I don't think they'll actually... Well, power up, power attack? Attacks for... Wow! We attacks for a whopping 9. Damn. Yeah, the Repulsor is one of those guys that rarely ever attacks. Or is it Repulsor? Repulsor? Repulsor, Bibulsor? I don't know. Entrench is double your block, so it becomes 1 mana. So that's fine. The Impervious becomes... What is it? 40 block? Yeah, it's 40 blocks. Definitely want to upgrade that. The Entrench also has to be 1 mana. Now the thing is, with the Enlightenment, it's gonna cost 1 mana, so do we want to spend... We probably do, don't we? Right, Impervious kills you. Luckily we'll draw for here. Wow, we can kill... We can kill almost anyone here. Or, yeah, I'll go for you then. Sure. Take 5. I mean, with the like what I'm defining here, what I was saying earlier, this is sort of what I didn't want to say earlier on, but oh boy, this is one of the turns where we do we want to take so much damage? I don't really, so I'll drink and get Impervious, which is pretty sick. Right, we'll get the Juggernaut as well as the Impervious, which is gonna kill one of the spikers, hopefully. And then we can sort of just do Body Slam on one of them, and if we do it again, I hope 12 is enough. Sure it is. They don't strength up, so that's why I love them so much. And then it's just shrug it off for 7/7, and then... Right, so Rage is still pretty good in this deck. It's Offering allows me to draw more. Chest, Tread and Needle, 4-plated armor, which will stack, by the way. Pretty good, pretty good. If we have Barricade active, it's an extra 4 block every turn, so it's essentially like a little bit of a... I'm just saying a little bit of a... Right, Impervious is not going to be played here. The Juggernaut may be played here. I think it actually gets played here. Right, oh, right. Okay, okay, take it slow, I get it. You want to attack me in the face, I get it. Right. Offering... Offering 6 damage, by the way. That's the reason why I never really take Offering again. Because Offerings lose 6 HP. Draws me a bunch of cards, but is it worth it in the end? I'll leave that up to you, to be honest. Right, well... The reason I did that is I want to draw all of the cards and actually say all of the cards. Oh, come on. Don't you dare. So I wanted to draw all of the cards. We even had an extra turn in that. We even threw another. So we're just throwing, I don't know how it does it, but Juggernaut, whenever we get blocked, we deal 7 damage to a random enemy. So we're just throwing, I think, bricks around or something. I don't know how it works. I'm not one of the developers. So one of the 7 damages just has to hit, thank you, has to hit the backliner. And then, yeah, 1 HP, bring it on, sister. I'm not even sure if they have, they're male, right, or female. I mean, in a video game, to not be defined as something, I think that's just cruel. Are they male or female? Darklings. Male or female? You tell me. I don't know. I haven't gotten a freaking clue. Alright, Juggernaut. That's 14 damage. Oh, damn, Barricade. Barricade, why you show up at the wrong turn, man? You have to be my hand. See, the worst enemy, like the enemy I hate the most, not because it's difficult or anything, but it's this guy. So it's a Spheric Guardian. The reason why is because, well, he starts with a Barricade instantly. There's no relic that does that, by the way. So he's kind of cheating. I'm just gonna call it, he's kind of cheating. He is kind of cheating. I'm just gonna call it. Now, he also does 20 damage, so I know that I'm gonna be taking 4. Second turn he does 20. What? It attacks for 15? Okay, usually I'm feeling scammed here. I'm telling you guys like, oh, he's gonna do this much damage, or he's gonna do this much damage. But then it turns out that I'm just completely wrong. So is he gonna do 20 now and we take 2? What's the dealio here? Yeah, that's what I thought. You do 20 in the second turn. Why didn't you do it? Was it to show me? Oh, double my block for nothing. You didn't see that. That's also 7 damage I missed out on. You didn't see that, did you? Well, I think you should just close your eyes for that part. Why don't we agree that you just close your eyes for the worst part of my videos? Oh, but Thomas, then we'd have to close our eyes for the entire video. Sure you do, you devil. I mean, come on, give me some slack. You don't have to close your video for the beginning, do you? Or is the intro worse too? Is it bad? I mean, I can understand if you say it is, because I didn't make it. I'm just saying, I didn't make it. Right, 24 block. I'm not sure what he does. Right. Right, we'll have a 20 block. Yeah, we'll just Enlightenment Impervious. And then just shrug it off once. We shrug it off twice. And then it's double my block. And I don't think this guy's ever gonna go through. Well, if we stop just doing things, yeah, sure. Right. Do we play the Juggernaut? We don't play the Offering, for sure. Offering... I'm just gonna mention it. It's... I don't think it's worth... Is it? Well, it is worth, isn't it? I'm just questioning myself. Was the Offering worth it? Because, well, we could see it as it's 6... How much? It's 6 damage that we do to ourselves. But we heal for 6. So it cancels itself out. So it's not as bad as I think it is, but... I mean, it's still pretty hurtful. I don't like it. It's like... See, with an entrenched deck, it's just kind of unfair. So now we have 500 block. This is, by the way, this is how it's gonna go down with the Time Ghost. The boss fight at the end of the floor. This is how it's gonna go down. And this is essentially what I was looking for the entire time. We can even play a bash for long and then just kill him. This is the deck I was looking for. Omamori. Negate the next 2 curses. I don't think we're gonna face any curses. Well, we could actually. There's a few curses in question marks. Hey, look, it's a shop. And it's... Oof, nothing. What's this then? Another fight? Oh, it's colorless cards. There's a few of them I would pick. Is Mind Blast one of them? I don't think it is. Oh my, yeah, it is. Yep. Yep, it's upgrade all. It's upgrade all time. We also heal for 25 at the beginning of the fight. Do we remove a card or do we just upgrade the Apotheosis? Let's do that. Liking it. Liking it. Liking it. Yes. Yes, please. Okay, Mr. Time Eater Ghost Thingy Majog. Let's see. I don't know your first turn, but I'm pretty sure you don't know my first turn. So allow me to introduce myself. I'll drink a strength pot for this fight as well as the... well, we'll do that once you damage me, you old pal. Trip. Mind Blast for 31? Yeah, that's enough damage, isn't it? Sure. Yeah, the 5's not really gonna cut it. He does like 30 damage the first hit. Oof, I'm gonna poop myself. Barricade. Offering. Oh yeah, it's an entrench. I can already see my turn. Do you see it? Kablam! 30 block. Hello. You're not attacking for 30 this turn, are you? If he attacks for more, I'm gonna cry. Like a little girl, it's gonna be like, just crying. Yeah, it's the Apo, and then the shrug it off. Just shrug it off. Shrug it off. And that's the time ghost for you. So now he has more strength, so he does more damage. Which is essentially his thing. Kind of gets off on that. I see that. But the problem is, and this is where it really gets fun. We'll have turns like this. And that's essentially just the turns you want to have. So yeah, get your strength. Get your things going. We have 79 block and we have... next turn you're just gone. Believe it or not. So 4 cards is all we need. Well, not really, is it? Yeah, maybe. Okay, even if we don't get what we want, is it clothesline and trench? Yeah, sure, let's do that. 200 block, why not? I don't see the problem with that. I think it's GG once we have the body slam, right? Mind blast for 6. No, let's just draw cards. Oh look, it's another entrench. So yeah, we'll just entrench here and then just play the mind blast for 4, just for PM. Like, what's the max amount of damage he does? It's block, it's stand, is it 12 or something? I don't know how much it was. Doesn't matter, game's over. Let's just get the max block you can get, which is 999 by the way. Let's play the enlightenment, as well as the bash, and then we play the strike, and then the last card we play is for 1501 damage. Body slam. Get dunked on, son. So that's Ascension mode, level 5 complete. I'd like to thank my mom, as well as my parents, for never... My parents? My mom is a parent. Okay, I'm just gone. It's over. 1,000. Look at that score. Alright. Let's continue. Wow, we defeated 2 elites without taking any damage. We also did overkill. I don't know on which thing we did that. 4 copies of a non-starter card. I have to assume it is the Shrug-it-offs. Yeah, it is. Right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Ooh, look at that black screen. And I'll see you guys in another video of Slay the Spire.